What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold.
First thing I want to say, respect to DJ Uiagalelei. Yes, it is pronounced Uiagalelei. For those that didn't know, make sure you get it right. Absolutely love this, man. Um, Before I get into my comments, this is what he said. I was honored to be invited by the conference to represent Florida State at this year's ACC Kickoff, ACC Media Day, ACC Kickoff, same thing. The experience of attending that event in 2021 and 2022 is among the highlights of my time in college, which he was talking about when he was at Clemson. And I appreciate being viewed as one of the conference's top players heading into the season. However, I feel strongly that Florida State should be represented by players who were part of last year's ACC championship team. The players who helped put this program back on the top of the ACC should have the opportunity to be recognized for their contributions. This team is more than its quarterback, and I'm excited for my teammates who will experience this fantastic event. Got a lot of transfers in from Georgia. He was a transfer as well. Um, we have a superstar wide receiver coming in, but the first guy that comes to mind. Let me go ahead and change this song real quick. The first guy that comes to mind off rip is oh my god, why am I drawing a blank on his name? The chef, Lawrence Toafili, got his jersey. Lawrence Toafili's been there at this program, has not lifted a finger of even entertaining to being in a transfer portal, did a lot of our dirty work. And my thing is overall, man, is that this is an excellent representation of the type of person that DJ Uiagalelei is. And it also softens the blow if he's not as good as what, we're hoping for as well. I know this guy's been beat down several different times in several different ways. From his time at Clemson, even though we're still hanging on hope of how he performed against the Notre Dame game in the COVID time, and pulled the wool over my eyes. I had him as my Heisman favorite in Clemson, winning a national championship that year, I believe. And for 2 years, he just didn't put it together. Transferred out to Oregon State. By all accounts, I feel like he had a very decent year, especially the first half of his season was really, really good. And then now he's at Florida State, and obviously this is to get revenge back at Clemson. It's inevitable that they're going to play. They're on the schedule. We can end up playing each other again in the ACC championship if it comes down to that. But really and truly, man, what I like about what he's, first of all, is you're giving guys like him a chance to start his own legacy, but make sure that his legacy is completely earned as well. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. The second thing is he's trying to build respect throughout the organization and through his teammates that he obviously knows has set the foundation for Florida State to have been where they were and as far as they have gotten, especially in the ACC championship and going 14-0 and things like that. Or, 12-0, 13-0. So that's one thing that you can obviously look at as well. Losing Jordan Travis last year was a big, huge part of our team. Regardless if Florida State fans, amongst my fandom like me or not, I knew that us being in the college football playoff would have not only embarrassed the program, and we got embarrassed by Georgia, which was a hell of a matchup for us, but I think it would have been worse for the program if we were to go in there and lose. Now, that's neither here nor there because we got our ass kicked by like 60 points, the worst loss in bowl history. But on the other side of that, man, you know, I have to give respect where respect is due, obviously, and DJ is a class act, and I just hope that Mike Norvell and those boys get a chance to get DJ out there to do his thing, but also get Lawrence, like a player like Lawrence Toafili, who's been there his whole career, at least a little bit of shine as well. All right, Khalid's here. Hello, sir.
Oh yeah, boy, what's up?
So, what do you think about this news, man?
Oh, with DJU?
Yes.
Man, honestly, I really respect it. Like, one thing that I really appreciate in not just the realm of like sports in general, but especially college football, is whenever you have guys who show respect to others and show humility. Like, my goodness, like that shouldn't be something that I'm like wowed by, but by athletes, it is, and especially college athletes, because a lot of these guys are experiencing fame and money and all that comes with that, attention from the media for the first time in their lives. And for DJ to come out here and say, like, look, I realize that I may be like the quarterback of this team. I'm not sure if he's a captain or not, but for him to come out here and say,
He's
like,
be a captain.
okay, yeah, so like to be like a captain and the quarterback of this team, of course people will look to him. Of course he's going to be looked to not just by his teammates, but also the media and the coaches. But for him to go out there and say, like, no, I want people who represented this university last year, who represented this, who played on this team that had an incredible year last year. I want those guys to go instead of me. I mean, man, it was very heartwarming stuff. Like, I was very proud of him in that moment, just because, like, that's the kind of guy I would want to be the leader of my team. I would want that guy to be my own lead, like to lead me, right? That's someone who I would go to war for. So I love it. And not to mention, I think he's got a point too. Like, I think that there should be guys going to that like to the media day who were on that team last year. So I really like it. Very class act.
Yeah, and I know Lawrence Toafili didn't get a chance to play in that game. I know I keep bringing his name up, but it would be a hell of a thing for Mike Norvell to bring a person like him out. And I think he represents our program really, really well.